Alright guys, so this is how to draw a table. When you go to draw a table, you're looking kind of like an upside down U or a small letter N type of shape, where we're kind of going to go up, over, and back down. And that's going to help us create the legs that are on that table as well. So as always, we're going to go ahead and start with a vanishing point and a horizon line. Once you draw that, you can draw your table anywhere that you want to. Again, I like to sketch some of this stuff out to kind of make sure I get the right shape and size, and then I go back with my ruler and straighten my lines up. All right, so once you get kind of this basic shape on your paper, you're going to pull this back into perspective. So this area, and this area all go back to the vanishing point, but there's one more on a table. This bottom corner here is going to end up going through or under the bottom of the table back to that vanishing point. And that's going to help us create this leg up front, okay? So I'm going to line the tops of the table up to the vanishing point. And the last one is this bottom corner, this leg here. Excuse me. So if you have this line here, the top of the table, we need the top of the table on the other side. So this line is horizontal. This line here on this side of the table needs to be horizontal. This line here is vertical for the leg. This line on this side of the table needs to be vertical. They need to be the exact same angle on both sides. These two lines are parallel and these two lines are parallel. Once you do that, you're going to erase out your guidelines and go back to your vanishing point. Now doing a table is a little bit different because we have an open space here in the middle. Okay, so there's an open space right here that we need to draw. And we want that open space to look like it has the same thickness. So if it's this thick here, we want it to look like it has that thickness there. But if I was just to draw a straight line, it's not going to look like it's in perspective. It's going to be incorrect. Okay, so what I do is I just kind of measure it by drawing a line across to this side. And that's where I kind of want my dot to go, to get it lined up with my vanishing point to ensure that the inner part of my table that I'm about to draw is going to be lined up with perspective, okay? So that's going to be the bottom part, kind of this part of the table on this side. This line is vertical, this line on this side is vertical. So you just draw it straight up and down. Same thing here. That's vertical, this is vertical, okay? So that's the leg on the back side, this is the leg on the front side. We keep this middle part here. And I can erase out my guideline on either side. So now my table looks like it has a foot up front and it's starting to get a foot in the back. All right. This line right here is horizontal. So the leg that's facing towards us is going to be horizontal as well, but it goes under the table, not out from the table, under the table. And then you're going to use your vertical line, which is also parallel, to do that back kind of line here. Okay. The last part to the table is actually drawing this leg here. You already have it in perspective, so you just need to do your vertical line, your parallel line. So you're going to bring that down. The bottom foot is already in perspective, and you can get rid of your guideline. So now you have a table in perspective. And if you wanted to draw a chair, you can make the chair, but the chair has to be vertical, even if it curves around, okay? The seat to that chair would actually be in perspective, but the part going this way is not going to be in perspective. So you got to kind of think about those things, okay? If you want the chair to go under the table like that to make it look like it goes under the table, it's about overlapping, but the seat to the chair needs to be in perspective. This one is not. This one's just straight towards us. So then you can kind of draw the chair legs. The bottom of that leg, if you line it up with perspective, will tell you how long it needs to be on this side here, just like we did this part here. Okay? So now we kind of have a chair underneath the table, and you could do that to each side if you wanted to. Maybe we'll make this a desk, so there's just a chair on one side. If you wanted to draw a computer, and just simply line the lines of the computer up with the vanishing point. Use your parallel lines. You could put a mouse pad. Okay, so you could think about things like that. If you wanted to put a lamp, you would just simply draw it. All right, so you can think about all these types of stuff and keep detailing, things like tables, desks. If you wanted a dining table or any of that kind of stuff, you can use it.